Hi everyone, this is your math guru. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find the exact value of x using our trigonometric ratios. If you look at the triangle given, that's a right angle triangle with sides 4√2, which is the hypotenuse, the angles 30 degrees and 45 degrees. To find x, I'm going to start with the big right angle triangle as shown. So if I have that drawn out, I have the hypotenuse, that's the side facing the right angle triangle, 4√2, and it makes an angle of 30 degrees. The first step is to find the adjacent. To find that, or to determine the trig ratios to use, I will label the sides of my right angle triangle. Note that the side facing my angle is my opposite. I have the side facing the right angle will be my hypotenuse, which is always the longest side. At the last side is my adjacent. So, because I have my hypotenuse, I'm looking for my opposite. The trig ratios that uses hypotenuse and opposite, I'm going to write down my SOHCAHTOA, the acronym that helps in simplifying my trig ratios. SOHCAHTOA. So you can see that the trig ratios that uses opposite and hypotenuse is my sine. So therefore, sine of the angle 30 degrees is equal to my opposite over my adjacent hypotenuse. I'm going to correct that, which in this case, I don't have a value for my opposite, but I have a value for my hypotenuse, that's 4√2. Therefore, to find my opposite, that will be my 4√2 times my sine 30 degrees. And if I calculate that, my opposite will be 2.83 units. And now that I have that side as 2.83 units, I can find the last side or the third side of the triangle using my Pythagoras theorem. So my Pythagoras theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse, or the longest side, that's 4√2 all squared, is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. So I have that as 2.83 all squared, plus I'm going to tag the last side x. Now I'm going to use another variable because I already have x. So I'm going to tag that my z. So I can call that z squared. Therefore, z squared is equal to, I have 4√2 all squared, 32, minus 2.83 all squared, that's 8.0089, which is equal to 23.9911. And therefore, to find the value of z, I'm going to find the square root of both sides. The square root cancels the square. Therefore, my z, or the third side of my triangle, will have a value of 4.898 units. The next step is I'm going to find the length of the part highlighted. I'm going to call that my r. And to find that, I'm using the smaller right angle triangle as shown. And if I have the smaller right angle as shown, I have that as the right angle triangle with angle 45 degrees. Then I have the side 2.83. So starting with labeling the sides in order to figure out the trig ratios to use, the side facing my right angle, that's the longest side, will be my hypotenuse. the side facing the angle, that's my opposite, and the last side is my adjacent. So in this case, I'm looking for my adjacent. So that to determine the trig ratio to use, because I'm looking for my adjacent and I already have my opposite, the trig ratio that uses opposite and adjacent will be my tan. So therefore, I have tan of the angle. I'm going to call that 45 degrees equals opposite over adjacent, which in this case is 2.83 divided by my adjacent. So the whole number on the left is over 1, and if I cross multiply as shown, I'm going to have my adjacent multiplying tan 45 degrees equals 2.83, and to find the adjacent, that will be equal to, or I call that my r as shown in the diagram. So adjacent is my r, I'm using the variable r, that's 2.83 divided by tan of 45 degrees. Therefore, my adjacent or my r will be equal to 2.83 units. Please don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button below for more easy to understand math concepts. Therefore, to find the value of x will be equal to the total length 4.898 minus r is 2.83 units. Therefore, my x is equal to 2.07 units to 2 decimal places. Thanks for watching. Bye.